We have been told our entire lives that pain relief and fever reduction can only be manufactured in a sterile factory and packaged in plastic. Modern society relies completely on that commercial supply chain to manage our most basic physical ailments. When those delivery trucks stop or those orange bottles empty out, we lose access to the practical solutions humanity relied on for thousands of years. But the active chemical foundation of our most common pain medication was not invented inside a laboratory. It occurs entirely naturally. Rediscovering how to harvest this biological source is the first step toward reclaiming lost self-reliance. The active compound driving modern aspirin is sitting right now in the bark of a tree, likely growing down the street from your house. It is the weeping willow. Long before corporations synthesized medication, people used this specific tree to cure severe headaches and break fevers. If you want to find it in the wild, check the local topography. Willows root themselves almost exclusively next to running streams or standing water. The modern pharmaceutical industry did not invent this medicine. They isolated a botanical blueprint that already existed in nature, then synthesized it. To find it safely, you need to identify the leaves. You are looking for a long, narrow lance shape, light green on top with a distinct silvery hue underneath. Follow those branches down to the trunk of a mature tree. The bark will be grayish-brown and marked by deep vertical grooves. This practice has a documented physical record. Ancient Egyptian physicians recorded their use of willow bark for treating inflammation on papyrus scrolls over 3,000 years ago. Greek doctors recorded the same treatment on the other side of the Mediterranean, prescribing willow leaf tea to ease the pain of childbirth. They had no microscopes and no ability to synthesize molecules. Their empirical observation of this tree formed the baseline for modern pharmacology. If you need to extract the medicine, you have to scrape past that dead, grooved outer bark. Your target is the living, bright green and white inner layer right underneath it. This specific inner bark holds a high concentration of a natural chemical called salicin. When you consume it, your liver breaks that raw salicin down and converts it into salicylic acid. That is the exact active ingredient found in the commercial aspirin you buy at the store today. You do not need a lab to process it. Dropping a few teaspoons of that inner bark into a boiling pot breaks down the plant fibers and pulls the salicin into the water. After 10 to 15 minutes of simmering, you will see the water change from clear to a deep reddish brown. What is left behind is a bitter, earthy tea that executes the same biological function inside your body as a synthetic white pill. Moving from the pharmacy back to raw nature requires an understanding of strict biological realities. Raw medicine demands respect. This extraction process is a lesson in self-reliance, not a medical prescription. You should never replace professional advice with a wild plant found in the woods. The primary limitation of wild harvesting is consistency. Because this bark is unrefined, the concentration of salicin fluctuates based on soil, water, and the specific season you harvest. It also carries the same side effects as the factory version. Consuming too much of this raw tea will irritate your stomach lining just like commercial aspirin. Validating a natural remedy means accepting its biological risks. We study this to make educated choices about our bodies when pharmacies are out of reach. Plastic pill bottles are finite, easily disrupted by shipping delays and shortages. The forest ecosystem is permanent. The barrier between absolute corporate dependency and self-sufficiency is the specific, practical understanding of the landscape around us. Share this botanical history with someone who still thinks medicine only originates in a factory. True independence is built one plant at a time. By identifying the biological origins of our medicine, we begin to reclaim the tools that are already growing in our own backyards.